And if a roommate wants his bed back, even though he said I can have it over a year ago, I don't think he's going to want it, because this right here, and this right here, and this stain right here, it's really dark and been cleaned off, is a 22 and a 23-year-old Mexican Latino vagina bleed. And I was just talking to my dad, and he's saying that I should move into his small condo with him, even if I have to piss in the bucket, and there's a small hot water tank, and I have to piss in the bucket at nighttime. I could take this bed, I don't own the frame, and I could sit it in there in his living room instead of sleeping on a uncomfortable futon. And my dad's like, just tell your roommate that you can't give a month notice. And there's nothing you can really do, because the government is not giving me my fucking money as special needs to pay my fucking rent this month. I haven't received a fucking single penny yet. And there's nothing I can fucking do, and it's not my fault. And when I was on Twitch last year, IRL, I accidentally kicked this. Practicing martial arts and karate, and broke this. Roommate wants $75 for that. And I wasn't even getting paid for all my content creation on Twitch for Frivvi Poke Ninja that got suspended for beating my fucking ass and fucking giving myself cataracts on the right side of my eye. That Google business account's deleted too now, because it's also suspended on YouTube. And then on top of that, the government didn't pay me a fucking full rent on September of last year. They only gave me $250 to fucking live off of for the whole entire month of September of last year, and rent is $400. So I had to do physical labor for $100 to $200 down here in the basement when my sister moved out to pay for that rent of last year as special needs. You know what my physical labor was? Pulling all this siding off, and then going into the garage and shaving down new pieces of wood, and then putting all that new siding on, or trim. All this with a nail gun all around here, and cleaning up all the wood on the floor, the wood powder, and all this, and putting all this carpet down that was ripped up by my sister. And we didn't even finish the siding. See? Even ripped off the siding behind the gas pump line. And pulled all that out, because this whole counter comes out too. And on top of that, I still owe, even though I did time and physical labor to cover something the government couldn't help me with as special needs, and worked for labor, hard fucking labor, to do all this. I still owe $100 for the month of September, plus $75 for that van, plus this month's rent. And then I told my dad, I said, what about this? If I do end up moving out, what about all this stuff my sister has in storage? Right here. My dad's like, well, that's her fucking problem then. Tell her to get her shit out and fix it. There's nothing you can do, because you can't fucking pay rent. And instead of fucking damn having the fucking bills fucking stack up, just make a better choice. And then I could tell the government I'm still paying the same amount right here, and only pay my dad $250 to $300, and make a profit of $100 to $200 every month to save. On top of he's trying to get me into a job with Clovers that he starts tomorrow, and ask him if they got my application that I filled out a few days ago for Clovers, which I can carpool with him there. And then on top of that, if I'm living at a small condo with my dad, when the next president election comes up, if I want to, I can go vote for the next president and get help with transportation. Possibly. For not knowing anything about politics and not caring about politics. Because I can't keep doing this shit. I'm living like this.